Lian.
I'm Lan.
And together we're the Kratzke Sisters. We've had some requests to do a behind the scenes of our 100-day project, so we're going to give it a shot.
Lin does all the video editing for this project, and I thought it would be really fun if she could make us semi-transparent, so I thought about making us ghosts. It works out that I really love the song from the Haunted Mansion ride in Disney World called Grinning Ghosts. I recorded a piano part to this song as well as vocal track.
They pretend to terrorize.
And a harmony track for my sister. I also wrote a little 8-part choir for the word harmonize.
Start to shriek and harmonize.
I distorted the sound by speeding it up in the default program that comes with Mac called GarageBand. And I also added some spooky echoes to it. I used a bunch of white face paint. We set up a fan in front of the green screen so it would blow my hair and make it look like I could be floating through the air.
My sister has surprised me a lot during this project. This was one of the most surprising emails I got. I had never even heard of this song. I loved everything about it. The fan, the theatrics, the makeup, the facial expressions. I thought it was hilarious. So I had to learn the lyrics and the chords, and I listened to the harmony track my sister had sent me, and then I recorded my vocals.
And begin to vocalize.
And then separately I recorded my ukulele track so that I could adjust the volume compared to the voices and make the sound balance the way I wanted it. This was an electric ukulele that my father-in-law made me out of cherry wood. And then I adjusted the settings so that there would be an echo effect to go along with the haunted house. I hadn't been leaving the house very often except to go to work, but I actually was at a protest and I was parked outside of a Ross, decided to run inside and see if they had a costume for Mrs. Lovett before I headed home. It was another video we were working on. I found this for $5, bought it on a whim, and then reused it for this video. I used concealer that was a few shades too light to give me a pale look. And then on my lips, I had blue lipstick mixed with concealer to make it look kind of pale and dead. And around my eyes, I put bright red lipstick mixed with dark brown and black eyeshadow. And then I teased my hair up to be really messy. This used to be my massage room, but over the course of the project, it became a green screen room. We bought this green sheet on Amazon, pinned it to the wall on the bottom so that the carpet wouldn't make it wrinkly. We put a little tap floor and some bricks to hold it into place. And then we'd really need to film during daytime so that we could take advantage of the natural light from this window. During the filming, I blasted my music over this Bluetooth speaker so that I could hear it over this leaf blower, which my husband was blowing on me to give me that wind effect. We filmed on an iPhone. A lot of times I filmed on an iPad, but the iPhone gave me a bit of a higher quality, and that made it easier to cut away the background of the green screen. We worked on a lot of videos at the same time, and we were actually having a guest star come over. Cynthia Lin was working on another video with us. And we thought, wouldn't it be cool if we also have her float through the background of our Grinning Ghosts video? Okay, I think that's good. Yeah, I think we're good.
And then my friend Melinda was coming over to record a different video.
3, small circle, nice and slow, and fish, left arm.
So we asked her to do the same thing.
You can make weird faces.
And then we got to thinking, why don't we just put our families in it?
So we put in my family, and then we put in Lan's family.
Eyes great and bigger.
And then we had my friend Ashley, who actually lives in the downstairs of my house, come up to be a ghost as well. She has provided me with tons of costumes for this project. I couldn't have done nearly the number of costumes I did without her clothes. Then I invited my friend Kate to come join us because she had been in one of our earlier projects.
You're my baby girl.
She actually lives in Hawaii like me, but I hadn't seen her for about 4 months because of the quarantine. But we were just starting to get to a point where people were starting to see each other a little bit again, so she came over to be a ghost. At that point, we had so many people involved as ghosts that we thought we really should just make this whole video a tribute to all the guest stars, all the people who have been involved in our projects. So we started sending out emails to everyone who had participated in our projects, asking them if they'd send in green screens of themselves.
And a few of them did.
You fill up my senses.
But love me. Well, if you ever go.
Our cousin Allie in Illinois had actually done a green screen of just her head, and I was her body in a prior video.
Remember, I'm true
So we did the same thing here. My husband Bill removed the green screen backgrounds for me. Then I changed the color and the opacity. And then I removed my head and her body and combined them. And then I animated the video to get bigger and smaller and move and change angles so that it looked like a ghost.
In the end, there were only 3 collaborators who couldn't send videos, but we found a way to include them.
For our cousin Karen in Massachusetts, we took a still of her head from our video, and I videoed myself as her body. And then for my tap buddies, Amy and Jen, we again took stills from them and combined them with my body. It was finally time to put the whole video together. I downloaded some backgrounds and adjusted them to my liking and added a wind sound effect. And then came the hard part. I had 20 ghosts in total. I wanted each of the guest star ghosts to float through for 10 seconds, each with their own unique paths and without overlapping too much with the other ghosts around them. This meant one by one I carefully animated each ghost. The computer was not able to handle this many layers and the program kept crashing, so I had to frequently export a few layers and then bring them back into the program to continue working. The descent of all the ghosts was particularly challenging because I wanted them to fall differently, but at the same time, and without falling into each other. Then I added and animated the lyrics, and finally at the end I added the credit sequence using the electric ukulele track only as the background music. This was one of our more intensive projects, and I stayed up past midnight on multiple nights working on it, but I thought it was really worth it in the end. We found this a really special way to see and thank all of our collaborators at once.
This is our behind the scenes of Grinning Ghosts. We hope you enjoyed it.
When the cripples creak and the sunshine breaks, the harbor swing away, happy hearts and tears, and beginning to vocalize. When ghosts come out to socialize, now don't close your eyes and don't try to hide, or a silly spook may sit by your side, shrouded in your death disguise. They pretend to terrorize. Grinning Ghosts come out to socialize. As the moon climbs higher in the dead oak trees, spooks arrive for the midnight spree. Creeping creeps of ears start to shriek and harmonize. Grinning Ghosts come out to socialize.